Good evening. We are just hours away from a big deadline that impacts every Bay Area city and county. By tomorrow, they're required to have a state-approved plan for how to build more housing in the next 8 years. So the goal is to add more than 400,000 new homes, apartments and condos to the region by 2030, with every community pulling its own weight. But as you can imagine, with a hot-button topic like housing, there is a lot of pushback. And John Ramos takes us inside the 11th hour debate in Atherton, where even Warriors star Steph Curry chimed in.
This is Atherton, the wealthiest residential community in the Bay Area. While other cities are struggling to figure out where to put high-density housing, here they have a hard time imagining multifamily housing at all. Hans Brender walked through the house he's lived in for 40 years. He wonders how long it will still be his.
I had my joy. I raised my kids. Now I have to move to another area.
That's the fear the discussion about the housing element has put in him. The 85-year-old heard that he was one of 17 homes along busy El Camino Real that was identified for high-density rezoning. But it turns out he may not be in trouble at all, because the town council is looking to do anything they can to avoid rezoning for multifamily housing. At a meeting this afternoon, they were discussing the idea of using ADUs, or granny units, to satisfy the mandate, but they knew they had to do something.
If we don't have a certified housing element today, we run an extreme real risk of lawsuits. We've been told they're out there, and builder's remedy.
The so-called builder's remedy would remove local authorities from any say in future construction. The owner of this home on Oakwood Boulevard has already said he plans to build high-density housing with or without the town's control. That has people worried, including one notable neighbor, Stephen Curry. The law seems clear-cut, but there are still folks in Atherton who think the town should simply defy it.
And if it means litigation, it means litigation. But we're talking about the character of communities where people pay millions of dollars to live here and expect, in return, privacy and space.
But as Atherton tries to figure out a way to avoid the kind of choices that other cities are making, Kevin Zwick with United Way Bay Area says it's a matter of equity. He says the housing element was created long ago to battle racial and economic injustice, but it now has the teeth to make it a reality.
I think towns and cities are going through change, and I don't think just because you spent more money on your house than somebody else spent money on their house that California law or the California Constitution should be applied differently.
The council is considering what they call an overlay zone near the commercial corridor, and local schools may add some housing as well. They hope that and the ADUs and the property on Oakwood will be enough. But the deadline is tonight, and the town council knows it has to submit something or face losing all control. And that's not something a town like Atherton is used to dealing with.
And John tells us the law does not require towns to build or finance new housing, but they must plan for it. So as of now, dozens of Bay Area cities have now adopted a state-approved plan. Now, cities that have adopted a certified plan make up a much shorter list. They include Alameda, Emeryville, and San Francisco. Redwood City's draft has been certified and will go before its city council for adoption later.